We all do it. Living in life, jet flying, never again. And I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. They call me Hot Rod. Everybody knows it. I don't have to say what I am, because I've done it. It's the difference between you and me. You talk about it, I've done it. You will know that your ass is mine, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Welcome to the Class in Paris and 10-year anniversary edition of the Eastside Dave and Son Wrestling Show.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Stanley Mac, you just reminded all of us, myself included, shame on me, that it is the 10th year anniversary of the Eastside and Dave and Son and Wrestling and Show. Unbelievable. We started this in August of 2015. How old are you now, sir?
I am 16.
You are 16. So if my math is correct, 10 years ago when we started this show, you were no more than 4. Hold on. 1, 12, 16. Hold on. Minus the 1. Let's see. Carry the 2. Times pi. Hold on. Wait a second. I'm still working on it. I'm not great at math, so I'm still working on it. I'm doing the new math. This is the new math that they instruct in class. So we take this number over here, then we times it by 50, divide it by 52, times it by 31. This is the new math. Hold on. I just got to... Then we do plus 1 million. And so you're 16 now. And when we started this show 10 years ago, what I have is you were 1,476. I don't think my numbers are... I think my math is a little off. Hold on. In fact, this is not going to be the 10th anniversary of the Eastside Dave and Son Wrestling Show. I think we're just going to change it to the Eastside Dave and Son Math Show because I'm still trying to figure out how to do new math. Stanley brings home his new math problems every once in a while, and I'm like, I don't know. How am I supposed to do all that? You know, back in my day, we just did 2 + 2 = 4.
That's all you did?
Well, it's just, it's too many columns, too many numbers, too much just nonsense.
And it gets worse after you do a tough problem. Then they give you a problem next right afterward, which was explain how you did the last problem.
That's not math. I don't want to explain anything. Math is the only class where you have no explaining to do. Just numbers. Here's the number. If I was a math teacher, I'd be like, I could care less how you come up with the number. I give you a problem, just give me the number. I don't care. And you know why? That legitimately is preparing students for life. Like, no, if your boss is like, hey, I have a task for you to do, the boss doesn't care how you do it. He doesn't. The boss just needs you to get the job done. In this case, math, that's your task. Boss, that's your teacher. It's very weird to me. Anyway, 10-year anniversary of the Eastside and Dave Son Wrestling Show. Oh my God, Stanley Mac. 10 years. Can you believe this, Stanley? Talk to us here. 10 years is a long time, my friend, to do a podcast. Lots and lots of people bail on their own podcasts. I always say, everyone on the planet Earth eventually will start a podcast at some point. But it's only the special people that continue that podcast after a year, after 2 years, after 3, after 5 years. Do you still have the passion? Do you still have it?
The passion. It's still here after 10 long years.
After 10 years, most people are bailing. Most people are like, you know what?
It wasn't for me.
What's the point? Why am I doing this? Not me. Not the Dave man. My whole life consists of speaking into microphones. I just wish the planet Earth would just had one giant microphone after another. You know, like you went to Walmart. There's a microphone. You do a show at Walmart. Then you go to Supercuts for a haircut. Boom, there's a microphone right by the barber chair. You're doing a show there. Just one microphone. I go over to Jersey Mike's for my sub. Bam, there's a microphone right by the thing. And then I'm like, give me a roast beef, oil and vinegar, extra pepper, and I'm doing a show. Boom. See?
So we could just do it everywhere?
Wouldn't that be nice?
That would actually be nice.
But come on now, 10 years, you know what I'm going to ask you. I want a highlight or two. I'm going to go grab my water, which is across the room. Don't worry, Stanley. I shan't be gone for long. Don't worry, audience. I think I'll be gone for less than 6 seconds. But anyway, take it away, Stanley.
Best moments.
2.
Here, I don't know why he's counting.
4, 5, and I'm back. And I told you I would beat 6. I told you. And by the way, what a story from Stanley. Great story time there. Thank you, Stanley, so much for your recollections and wonderful nostalgic memories of the past 10 years. Moving on to Clash of the Paris. WWE. I'm sorry, did you get out all your
Yes, I got it all out.
Oh, you did? Oh. So even trying to foil your bit, it turns out I didn't foil anything. It turns out you said all you had to say. That actually makes sense to me. If I'm like, Stan, give me your memories the last 10 years. It makes sense to me that you would go, I have no memories, Father. I've got nothing but 2 little crickets playing ping pong in my brain.
I don't even remember what I did 1 hour ago. How am I supposed to remember what I've done for the past 10 years?
I mean, it's true. It's a good point. That's why, like, my nickname for you when you're not around, when I'm just talking to you, talking about you to your relatives, and you're not there, I call you Brain Damage. I go, you should see what Brain Damage is up to. Holy cow. He's just, oh my gosh. But I will tell you one thing. Brain Damage and I have gone to the pool a bunch of times, as we're kind of autumn deniers. We will not admit that it's fall, and it's getting quite chilly, but we're still going to the pool. Yes.
Yes. Well, we're gonna be going until the sun burns down.
Until the sun burns down.
Yes.
Wow, that's kind of like a rock lyric or a poem or something. Until the sun burns down. I sort of like that. I'm gonna steal that. When I finally put together my death metal album, that's gonna be the name of my album. Eastside Dave's hair metal band, Until the Sun Burns Down. Now at Sam Goody, get it before the world ends. See, that's the winds of apocalypse. That was an explosion, and then I was just doing apocalypse winds right there. See, there's no one on the planet Earth except for me and you. We survived the apocalypse.
We did it.
Because the thing is, when you don't really have much of a brain, and that's a genetic thing. That's the McDonald way. Really, you got that from me. You and I, we really don't have a lot of brains, and
not.
so the nuclear radiation doesn't affect us very much.
Yep.
So we're okay.
That's the advantage.
We're good to go. The rest of humanity might be fried like a piece of toast, but we're good to go. Now, let's get into. So come on, give me 10 years. Come on. It's a big deal. It's 10-year anniversary. I mean, a lot. I'm not kidding about that. A lot of shows do not make it to 10 years. In fact, dare I say, most shows and podcasts these days will not be making it to 10 years because everyone loves to do it. And then it's like 3 years in, you're like, man, it's a grind. Unless you love the grind. See, that's the thing about the Dave Man. The Dave Man loves the grind. I'll be doing shows until the end of time. I don't know. Even if it's just an audience of one. Even if it's just Stanley Mac listening, I'll be doing shows until the end of time. I like the grind. Now, 10 years, Stanley. Go.
WrestleMania, all about WrestleMania shows are there.
Okay. Excellent.
All of the
Some of the people we talked to.
Chris Jericho, who might soon be going back to WWE, but
Who else?
Paul White,
Darn
aka
straight.
Big Show.
Paul White. We went to many many shows, including NXT, House of Hardcore,
Yeah.
IWF. Don't forget, where you've met some stars as well. Tony Atlas has been there, and Gilbert, and Tito Santana, and Nunzio from ECW and WWE. So we've had some of those guys around. Anything else? Any other kind of fantastic? And it is pretty crazy, you know. I've almost been in the IWF for 10 years. This show started, the Eastside Davidson Wrestling Show started in 2015, and my first IWF, the first time I hung out with them or did something with them was, I believe, 2016.
Really?
So pretty crazy, yeah. I believe that's the first time. That was when I was in the Battle Royal. It was either that or 2017. It was no later than 2017.
I think that was 2017.
I don't know. But still, that's a pretty long time. But now we're doing the podcast for 10 years. We talked to so many people. We've had so many fun things. We've gone to so many wrestling events. And quite frankly, very recently, one of the pictures I used for this thumbnail is SummerSlam. Yeah. When we got that picture of you holding a championship belt with the hat on, with the Cena hat and the sunglasses. That was fantastic. The SummerSlam. Did you like that?
Yeah, that's definitely a highlight.
What's been one of the best? Give me one of the best wrestling events that you've been to in the last 10 years.
I mean, this might be biased only because it was the first, but I actually really liked the Extreme Rules that we went to.
The Extreme Rules?
Yeah.
What was that? AJ Styles Cena?
Yeah. No, that was AJ Styles Roman.
Oh man, that was great. And then didn't Seth come out at the end?
Yeah, Seth came out.
That was when Seth Rollins had been out with a knee injury for like 7-8 months, and he surprised everyone by coming out at the end and giving a pedigree to Roman Reigns, and we were there for it, baby.
And I predicted it on air.
You did? You predicted that one on air. Holy cow. You've had some decent predictions. I think you had a SummerSlam prediction that went proper. I forget what it was. But I do.
I'm sure I've had many correct matches since
I wouldn't say many. I mean, the Eastside Dave and Son audience knows, you know, you're okay with your picks. You're better than me. Currently, in 10 years of predictions, I've tallied it up, and in 10 years of predictions, you've gotten 42% of your predictions correct.
Wait.
Congratulations. Now, it says here I've gotten 98.6. So I'm actually surprised. I'm much better than you. That's what it says right here. Now, I mean, this is what I type. Well, that's what I type it in to my this new computer system. By the way, the name of the new computer system is L.I.E. So, that's the name of the new computer system. Yeah. It's called Lithuanian Internet Explorer, but if you spell out LIE, you know, it gives you statistics. Apparently, the computer says they may or may not be accurate. The statistics. So I'm just saying the lie computer says 98.6.
Oh.
Yeah, it took you a long time. I had to say it. Your spelling. I had to literally say the joke for you.
I realized that there was a joke, but I didn't exactly know what the joke was.
No, I know.
I
could tell. So I had to actually say it out loud. Remember that thing about McDonald's are going to survive nuclear Armageddon because we don't have brains? Maybe there's some truth to it. Maybe there's some truth to it, genius. Oh boy. As far as me, Jericho, sure. Big Show, talking to them. No question about it. The IWF events are also highlights. You know, getting to go back in the locker room, talk to different people, interview people, hang out. Stanley gets to see some of the inner workings of professional wrestling. Yeah, it's done on a local level. It's independent wrestling. Local wrestling. It's the IWF, Independent Wrestling Federation. By the way, we do have an event. Huge event coming up in October. Let me get you the details, ladies and gentlemen. It's October 4th, and we need to see you there. It's the IWF event, I Will Not Break. Okay? And that will be done on, as I said, October 4th. We need you to get your tickets at campiwf.com. It will take place at North Arlington High School. That's in North Arlington, New Jersey. That's North Jersey, October 4th. Tickets available, campiwf.com for the October 4th event. IWF, I Will Not Break. A very special event. Okay? By the way, some fantastic T-shirts that Kevin Knight put out for sale, by the way, which I think are very, very cool, and I'm purchasing one myself. I really like these T-shirts. But if you look at the T-shirt, the IWF wrestling T-shirt says established 1998. Then it says I was there at the top. Then it gives a list of all of the Jersey towns IWF has played, like Aberdeen and Belleville and Nutley and Patterson, so on and so forth. But folks, what does that tell you? I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying this could be the granddaddy of them all as far as IWF goes. This might be the all-time IWF wrestling event that is the IWF swan song. There's some talk that after 27 years, the folks, the powers that be, are moving on. They've had other opportunities, other jobs, and this may be the final IWF event. And by the looks of that T-shirt, I think there's some credence to it. So I would strongly suggest, if you want to see Eastside Dave, Mr. David, the greatest manager in the history of New Jersey, the guy who has all the gold right now. That's right, the Eastside Empire has all of the IWF gold, the North American gold, the Tag Team Championships, the IWF World Heavyweight Championship, which my man Chip Atkins grabbed. That's right, Chippy. Everyone thought I just managed Robert and Brian Atkins, the Ivy League amateur wrestling superstars. Not only were they All-American in their Ivy League in college, but also 4.0 GPA. But the Atkins were never twins. They were triplets. And we were keeping their third Atkins brother, Chip, a secret all these years. And we had him hidden away, hidden in the basement, wearing a luchador mask. And we said, Chip, just sit down there in the basement wearing a luchador mask. Why you're wearing a luchador mask when you're an identical triplet with the other two, we don't know. But just to, make it extra scary, to give you that Gimp from Pulp Fiction feel. Stay in the basement with a luchador mask. And when the time is right, we're going to bring you out of that basement, Chip Atkins, and you're going to win gold. And that's what we did the last IWF event. We brought Chip Atkins out of the basement with the mask. He won the gold. He is the IWF World Heavyweight Champion. And the Eastside Empire, of which I, Eastside Dave, clearly manage, we have all the gold. And we intend to leave IWF, I Will Not Break, on October 4th with all the gold. Because if it's the last IWF event, well, I could get probably upwards of $250,000 on the black market or eBay when I sell all that gold. That's what I plan to do. October 4th, we win the gold, we retain it, we leave IWF. October 5th, I put all that gold up on eBay. I make myself 6 figures of gold. You see what I'm saying, Stanley?
Yep, that's how you do it.
There ain't no IWF. There's probably no reason for IWF championship belts. I figure I can get $100,000 for those 2 championship belts alone. Do you know how much gold and diamonds are on these things, my friend?
How much?
Bedazzled. Oh my gosh. It's insane. It's like, like a giant treasure, when Daffy Duck would be, treasure hunting, and he finally found that one room where there was all these treasures and jewels and gold and diamonds. He was just swimming in it. I mean, that's where we get our jewels to make these IWF championship belts. Okay,
From the jewels that Daffy Duck was swimming in.
That's right. Well, I mean, you make it sound silly. It's technically it's a very solemn, important jewelers. It's called Looney Tunes Jewelers. Now, shall we get to the? So, is that all the 10th anniversary talk?
I think that's good.
Have you been enjoying these 10 years, Stanley?
I've been enjoying these 10 years a lot.
10 years of podcasting. Can you believe that?
I can't. It's so crazy.
You've sacrificed everything for these people, for these ingrates, right?
I sacrificed everything.
Hey, don't turn heel. Don't turn heel. We should do a new day thing, 10-year anniversary, and then you turn heel on me. Maybe I can be the baby face next week.
Well, wait, no, we both turn heel together, really.
Who are we gonna turn heel on, BB? Your grandmother? Gonna kick her down the steps? Doesn't seem right.
I mean, that would be a heel turn, though.
It doesn't seem right, though. All right. Well, I want to thank you for 10 years, Stanley Mac. It's been fantastic. I've loved it. I've loved all 10 years, sir. And I think we have one heck of a podcast. And 10 years is something to be proud of, my friend. In 125 episodes. This is the 125th episode, and it's the 10th year anniversary episode. So we've accomplished quite a bit, my friend. Okay, that's a lot to be proud of. Let's go to it. It's Clash in Paris time. Now, one thing, Stanley, I loved the name of the Clash of the Castle, or Clash at the Castle, because it was in Scotland.
I like Clash in Paris.
Clash in Paris is stupid. Sorry, it is. Clash in Paris doesn't have the cool alliteration that Clash of the Castle does. So how about this? Punch in Paris.
No.
I punch you. Okay, punch the face in Paris.
I punched the face.
Okay, Paris Pandemonium. A Gorilla Monsoon tribute. Come on, that one's not bad.
That could work.
Pandemonium in Paris?
No, I like Paris Pandemonium more.
Paris Power. Power in Paris. What about that?
Too many P's.
All right, so I'm going for P's, dummy. I'm going for alliteration.
I know you are, but it's hurting my brain.
All right, so which one of the three?
Pandemonium in Paris.
All right, Pandemonium in Paris is what Stanley Mac is going. Because, I mean, come on, man. Clash at the Castle and then Clash at the Paris? No. But, the other one I was thinking of is French Revolution. Where the French people, chop the king and queen's heads off.
They want to do something.
Blood in the streets.
They want to do something with it actually being in Paris, I feel.
I know.
Exactly.
The French Revolution. That was done in Paris. They
know.
chopped the queen's head off. She said, let them eat cake. And they're like, well, we don't like cake. I don't know all of the French history, but I'm pretty sure it was that the French people were resilient towards cake, and they liked pie. They preferred pie and ice cream.
I don't think that's accurate.
I'm pretty sure that's why the revolution. They're like, we're not cake fans. We're pie fans here in France, in Paris. And so then they had the French Revolution, and they chopped the queen's head off. And they held it up. And they go, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? And everyone went, Maximus, Maximus, Maximus. And it was awesome, awesome, man. When Russell Crowe was the king of Paris, oh my God, that rocked, dude. I was like, you gotta free yourself, Maximus. Anyway, so, I'm not crazy about the title. The other thing is the artwork. I said it first, Stanley. I said it instantly. And then I think there was one person online who said it.
No, everyone hates WWE artwork, though.
Okay, but I said it instantly when they did Clash in the Paris, the poster, and they had Van Gogh's Starry Night, very famous painting. Now, here's the thing. When I was a child, believe it or not, I don't know why, I was into Van Gogh. And I had actually went to the museum I don't know where. I guess it was in New York, Museum of Modern Art or one of those things. I don't know. Maybe the other one. Anyway, I even got like a little replica of Starry Night. I was very obsessed with the Van Gogh. And because of this, I knew that he was Dutch. And that Starry Night, I think, may have been, painted over the skies of France, but it wasn't Paris per se. So I have no idea basically why they chose that Van Gogh painting, Starry Night, for Paris. It has
I'll tell you why.
The artist isn't Parisian. The painting isn't about Paris. So
I'll tell you why. They're stupid.
okay, done and done. But you know where they're not stupid, Stanley? They're not stupid at setting up a card. And we're going to get right into it, Stanley. Let's go for it, buddy. To start off, and this is the rumored order. Okay, folks? The rumored order of Clash in Paris. First match, kicking us off, Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. The Shulafala.
The tribal thief.
Yes, the tribal thief. He is, Bronson Reed's been taking Roman Reigns' shoes. I've loved this.
I love,
and I think Bronson Reed's really getting somewhere here. He's improving. He's been really good on the mic, too.
that reminds me, at a house show between Punk and Dominic, Punk tried to mimic Bronson Reed and tried to steal Dominic's shoes
Yeah,
at a house show. I thought that was funny.
that's fun. So, I like that. So, what do you think?
Bronson Reed should win, but Roman Reigns is going to win.
Stanley Mac says Bronson Reed should win, but, so you're going Roman?
I'm going Roman.
Wow. You know what? I'm going to go with an upset special here. I'm going to say Bronson Reed. You'd really help, Bronson Reed's stock quite a bit. Listen, his stock is being helped just by having a match against Roman Reigns. No question about it. On a pay-per-view. Sorry, PLE. But, by the way, I was thinking about this. Why can't we just call them pay-per-views?
Because they're not pay-per-views. I agree with it.
Well, here's the thing. I maintain they are pay-per-views. And here's why. If I want to watch Clash at Paris, can I watch that on television?
Yes, but you're.
Can I watch that on free television? I can watch it on NBC.
No, but guess what? You need to pay $50 for
Boom.
pay-per-views. You do not need to pay $50 for Clash in Paris.
My point being, do I have to pay to view Clash of Paris? It's a simple question. Yes or no?
For the streaming service. Not
yes,
for the pay-per-view itself.
But that's my point. That's my point. We are paying to view these things. Yes, we're paying for the streaming service itself. But because we're paying the streaming service, we're allowed to view it. So in other words, these are still pay-per-views. So we never needed to rename them PLE. WWE gets so nuts with wanting to call things that 99% of the world calls something, and WWE's like, well, let's be the 1% that calls it something else. No one calls it a medical facility. Everyone calls it a hospital. Stop it. No one says, I'm at my vertical base. People are standing, you weirdos. In the last 2 weeks, I've heard 3 WWE announcers say vertical base. Vic Joseph, Corey Graves, and Michael Cole all say he's getting back to a vertical base. You mean he's standing?
Well, they're telling them to say that.
I know, it's annoying. Why change language that no one, it's like they speak like they're extraterrestrials who actually didn't grow up on the planet Earth. Like, there's a medical facility. That's a vertical base. You mean a hospital? That man is, did you hear the good news about John? He got to his vertical base at the medical facility after suffering myocardial. You mean John was able to stand up at the hospital after he got hurt? Well, yes. John was at the medical facility and he got to a vertical base. Yeah, John stood up at the hospital. That's what happened. So I'm not like into all these changings of the words, and I feel like PLE was another unnecessary one. Come on. We're still paying to view it. You could call it pay-per-view. Don't need to do it. Premium live event. Anyway. So Stanley likes Roman. I like Bronson Reed. Next one, Wyatt 6 versus Street Profits. Go.
Wyatt 6 got to retain. Give me Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis of the Wyatt 6 to walk out. Still the tag team champions.
Boom. I say Wyatt 6 as well. I do.
They're going to have the titles for a while, I feel.
I think it'll be Wyatt 6. Although I can see Strap. You know what? No, I'm going to stick with it. I'm sticking with Wyatt 6. And the reason is because I like what they've been doing. And also, we just saw Bo Dallas on SmackDown.
Yeah,
not an Uncle Howdy
Bo.
gimmick.
Because Uncle Howdy was in the crowd, remember?
Yeah, there was some big portly French person who was dressed up like Uncle Howdy, sitting front row there. All right, next one. Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
So, I personally think Becky Lynch is gone. I think Becky Lynch is winning. I don't think there needs to be much more. I think Nikki Bella is going to put over a lot of people.
Oh, man. I felt like Becky's promo got to Nikki, genuinely, on Monday Night Raw. When she brought up Cena and you can't see and all that stuff. I felt, I don't know, Nikki felt like that Becky had gotten to her. And I think Nikki, she needs a win, actually. Because I feel like her confidence isn't there.
Yeah.
After that promo, I mean. Nikki felt like it was like, uh-oh, I'm bad. Like, oh, jeez. This was rough.
This wasn't happening in the Divas era.
Yeah, this is hard. This is a little bit, yeah. I didn't think about the promo battles. You know, everyone wants to return to the WWE, and they're all happy to get well paid and stuff. But sometimes they forget. Oh yeah, there's gonna be promo battles, and maybe the other person's gonna say some stuff that I'm not gonna like, or maybe they're gonna insult me, put me down, make fun of me. Which Becky did all of the above, and then some. So
and she also got some heat for the what was it again? She got some heat from
Becky got some heat from the Osbournes, Kelly Osbourne specifically. Although I thought Kelly Osbourne overreacted a little bit. Now I can't blame her. She just lost her father. She is, Ozzy Osbourne, the great Ozzy Osbourne, died, and Kelly was mad. But I mean, if Kelly had actually listened to the promo, Becky was complimentary of Ozzy. She said the only good thing that came out of Birmingham, they were in England, in Birmingham. She said the only good thing that came out of Birmingham was Ozzy, but he had the intelligence to move to Los Angeles. And then she goes, because if I was in Birmingham, I'd probably die too.
That probably...
I guess that was it. But that's...
I would die too.
Okay, it's... come on. I'm sorry. That's Kelly. Come on now. Seriously? Does she not realize that a lot of us who are of a certain age watch the Osbournes? Some of the dirtiest, worst stuff imaginable was said. By the way, it's a great show, and I love Ozzy Osbourne, and I actually was highly entertained by the whole family. But all I'm saying is, I mean, they could talk some serious smack, okay? And this was just a silly wrestling promo. I thought Kelly overreacted. I got to be honest. Then I heard WWE's embarrassed and shocked, and they're trying to figure out how to send an apology.
Oh my God.
I'm like, guys, stop.
Debating the fallen
Stop. I know. This is what every corporation, every company makes a mistake. The second one single celebrity says something like Peter Dinklage, he just one guy was like, hey, you shouldn't do Snow White and the Little Dwarfs and portray the dwarfs as stupid, silly, goofy little people. Well, that's what they were.
And you're taking away jobs.
Yeah. So then after Peter Dinklage says that, Disney stupidly listened to one person Just one celebrity. And they destroyed their whole movie by making CGI dwarves. Meanwhile, you have Hornswoggle to tie it to wrestling, saying Peter Dinklage is a total jerk, and Hornswoggle and his friends, little people, who saying those are the roles we go for. Those are the movie roles that we count on. Like little, like fantasy roles like that. The Harry Potters and, all that kind of magic stuff and Snow Whites and Disney. Like, that's what we count on. What's wrong with you, Dinklage? But that's what happens these days. These companies, they listen to one celebrity who's upset. Who cares what the celebrity thinks? And with all due respect, and like I said, my heart goes out to the Osbournes and to Kelly losing Ozzy. I love Ozzy Osbourne, love Black Sabbath. But, just because Kelly Osbourne's mad doesn't mean, the WWE needs to kowtow and buckle and fold and apologize. Just relax.
Watch them.
Little bit of a backbone to some of these companies out there.
Watch them, have Nikki Bella win just because of that.
You know what? You might be right about that. Honestly, you might be right.
That would be lame.
Well, I think Nikki's going to win because, like I said, I think she needs some confidence. And I think the object maybe was, I don't know.
Weird food.
I don't know. I mean, Becky's been great since she's been back, but I feel like, unfortunately, Becky's sort of outclassing the people she's working with these days.
No, not one. The Lyra Valkyria destroyed her, for the record. She did not outclass Lyra.
Lyra Valkyria?
Yeah. She did not.
All right. Sheamus versus Rusev.
In a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match, by the way.
Yeah, a good old Donnybrook match.
What does that mean?
They get to hit each other with sticks, with Irish sticks, otherwise known as shillelaghs. It is in France. Of course, France, known for shillelaghs, Guinness. Is it possible they think all of Europe is France? Because they're assigning first, Dutch, artists to France. Now they're doing Irish matches. Oh, yes. We're going to Paris, so we need an old-fashioned Donnybrook with leprechauns, shillelaghs, and the like.
Yeah.
Go for it, Stanley. Who do you like? Sheamus?
Give me Rusev. I think they want to really make him a dominating force now, and I think having him beat Sheamus is best.
Rusev, draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to Sheamus' heart for me. Nobody but me. Rusev, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly straight through that Sheamus' heart for me. That was a musical prediction. Something special for the 10th anniversary of the Eastside Davis Wrestling Show. Something special. Did you like that? That was that was the first ever musical prediction I ever did. Rusev.
You go
Rusev, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly straight through that Sheamus' heart for me. Nobody but me. Ever hear of Sam Cooke? You don't know anything.
I don't know who Sam Cooke is.
You barely know a cook in a diner, for crying out loud. You think food is made by those mice in Ratatouille. That's how he thinks food's prepared.
I think it's made by cheese.
Yeah. That's how he thinks. See, he thinks food gets cooked by those stupid mice in that dumb movie. Now, next one. John Cena versus Logan Paul.
That's a bad introduction because I'm going to do it. He's the greatest of all time, the never-seen 17, celebrating with Paris, France one last time. He is the last real champion, John Cena.
I joined you. I joined you on the Cena part for fun.
For fun, you did it?
All right, you know what? I shouldn't have done that. Do it again.
Yeah,
go ahead.
He is the greatest of all time. The never-seen 17. Wait.
I'm not. What? I wasn't talking.
I think you were.
No, that wasn't me. Oh my God. Guys, I apologize. Stanley's hearing things again. On the 10th anniversary, weird things happen. And similar to Randy Orton, he hears voices in his head. So I'm just telling you guys. I don't know. Anyway, just continue that thing now.
He is the greatest of all time. The never seen 17. Celebrating with his friends. With his presence one last time. He is the last real champion, John Cena. I definitely think he was.
I wasn't talking, if that's what you're saying.
I do.
Stan hears voices in his head. So who do you like, John Cena or Logan Paul?
You know what? They're going to do something crazy here, and it's going to make the internet really mad, and they're going to have Logan Paul win. I got Logan Paul.
I don't see it. I do think Cena's going to lose his final match, but that's in December. He doesn't need to lose this. Beat Logan Paul, Johnny. Beat him bad.
Bury him. Do it one more time, John. Bury someone.
I go with Cena. Finally. Last match, a fatal four-way for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Your champion, Seth Rollins versus CM Punk versus LA Knight versus Jey Uso. Go!
This match is going to be a lot of interferences. Seth Rollins wins.
Sethy!
But wait, can I say one thing?
Sure you can, buddy. Hold on. It's a show. I mean, of course you could say one thing. I mean, can you imagine if I said no right there? I mean, then we wouldn't have a show. And I mean, we've had 10 years of shows. And what's the deal with a driveway? How come you park there, but you park on your driveway and you drive on your parkway? I mean, what's the deal? Go ahead, Stan. You can say one thing, pal.
So,
that's it. That's the end of your one thing. And that'll end the Eastside David's on Wrestling Show 10th anniversary. Thank you so much for listening. God bless you. God bless him. Ow, America. He's choking me. Stanley's choking me. Fuck. All right, I'll stop. Go ahead. You can give your prediction now.
Have you noticed that on Monday Night Raw every week it's the same ending?
Yeah, it is. Every week there's run-ins, and it's the same order as you pointed out. Jey Uso, and then we got Punk, and then we got Roman, right?
Yeah.
Same order every.
It's the new Shield.
So what do you think? Come on, let's go.
I said Seth.
Oh, you think Seth's gonna win?
Yeah. They're not gonna have a title change.
Yeah, I feel like the division's just getting going, and if Bronson Reed, I have Bronson Reed beating Roman Reigns, so I'm gonna keep it with Seth as well because I feel like the division's just getting going. And by the way, we had been saying for weeks and weeks and weeks, and we said it on this show as well, and I had been tweeting out that they need a name. Finally, thank you for giving us a name of the Vision. We appreciate that. We do. I do believe we may have been the catalysts for that because we were on their case hardcore, but we should have been. It made no sense that they had a group and they didn't have a group name. Every group gets a name.
They forgot.
It's weird.
They forgot.
Some of these things, though, that they're forgetting are like actual WWE 101 basics. And you're like, how could you forget that, though? How could you forget a name for your faction? Like, imagine if they forgot the name for DX. How many fewer, like millions and millions of less T-shirts would they be selling if they didn't have a name for D-Generation X? And it's just like, oh, it's just a bunch of guys. So I'm glad they finally got a name for the Vision. They need to come up with some T-shirts for the Vision.
Idea of it's just a bunch of guys.
That will do it. That is Clash in Paris, and that is the 10th anniversary of the world-famous Eastside of Dave's Son Wrestling Show. And Stanley, before we go, do what you do best. Wrestling impressions, ladies and gentlemen. Give us a small selection of wrestling impressions, and I will attempt to guess them. Thank you.
Oh, God. He's broken in half.
JR Jim Ross.
Austin 316 says he just whooped your butt.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Am I right? You gotta
Yes,
say.
yes,
2 for 2.
and yes. Have a nice day.
Mick Foley.
3 for 3.
Good.
Oh, the Undertaker's alive.
Paul Bearer.
Paul Bearer.
Paul Bearer.
Yes, 4.
4 for 4. This is it.
Final one.
Final one.
Woo! The Nature Boy! Woo!
Nature Boy Buddy Rogers. And that'll do it. 5 for 5.
He was not
For
5 for 5.
East Side. What are you talking about?
It was Ric Flair.
That was Nature Boy Buddy Rogers, the original. It's the East Side Dave and Son Wrestling Show. 10 years, Daddy. Oh, thank you for listening. If you've been supporting us for all this time, we cannot thank you enough, honestly. You're the person we're thanking. So thank you for listening and supporting the Eastside Davidson Wrestling Show. We've enjoyed doing it, and we'll be back for another 10 years, Daddy. Until then, his name is Stanley. I'm Eastside Dave. Good night, everybody.
Bye.